Hi everybody, this is my video for social media pros and cons. My name is Alvaro Alas and I'm making this for Conversation 3. We can say that innovation has come at such a decent pace in recent decades that we can say technology has exploded at formidable speed in the last 50 years like never before, and it has transformed our world in ways once only imagined in science fiction. Younger generations native to digital media accept new methods with little problem since they are introduced to sophisticated technology earlier and in elementary education. Tomorrow's students will be required to adapt to new learning styles and technologies at an even faster and earlier rate. It is clear that the last 50 years have been of exponential growth. Many have not even heard of the following computer languages, for example, Fortran, COBOL, BASIC, Pascal, Perl, Python. Uh, those are between 1957 and 1991, I think. And also, I'm sure that many have not even heard about this detective Dick Tracy who used to use a watch to make video calls when there were not even wireless phones invented yet. Now let's see some statistics on the use of social networks or social media. Back in 2005, when social media was still in its infancy, only about 5% of users in the United States were involved in social media. In 2019, that number grew to 70%. This Pew Research Center made a survey and they found that while the most used social platforms for adults are YouTube and Facebook, teens prefer Snapchat and Instagram. And TikTok is reportedly the fastest growing social network among younger users. Well, social media is used nearly universally among today's teens. According to the same research center, 97% of teenagers between 13 and 17 years old use at least one of 7 major online platforms. Wow, the amount of time spent on social sites is astounding. And also, one report indicates the average teen ages between 13 to 18 spends about 9 hours on social media each day. Tweens aged between 8 to 12 are on for about 6 hours a day. Well, it's too long time. Like most things, using social media has its positives, and as we say, the good and the bad things. Also, there are some things that are considered dangerous or hazardous for your mental health. I wish to share that I had the opportunity to work in the formation of an emergency operations center in San Salvador, in the Salvadorian Red Cross. It was a project funded by the Spanish Red Cross. It was there where I started to use full-time as computer. Its main purpose was to track weather satellites and keep up to date with emergency reports worldwide. Of course, this includes to use email and the famous message. This was the beginning of an addiction that, like every other, will be progressive. So the updates were coming, fully hooked, or better say, caught in the net. In case some still have doubts about how hooked we are, the recent blackout of the 3 most recognized media has made evidence how much we depend on this kind of services. Now, with regard to the question of the pro and against or cons against these means, I can only say that, like credit cards, you need to discipline yourself in their use. Otherwise, you will spend more time in cybernetic life than in real life. On the other hand, for my way of viewing, the advantages are priceless, only with the fact of confirming that for me it would be impossible to study this university major if not for the use of the internet and, of course, the support of tutors and peers through the social networks. both as of the platform. And it has a lot of more advantages, like staying connected with family, quick access to information, banking and bill pay, online learning, job skills. Well, involvement in civic engagement, you can do it all virtually. Great marketing tools also, and of course, opportunities for remote employment. Online versus reality, we can say that social media itself is not the problem. It is the way people use it in place of actual communication and in person socializing. Like when we have friends and on social media may not actually be friends and may even be strangers. And it's well known that many teenagers are not able to talk face to face with somebody else, and there are some experiments using cell phones to use as communicators between them, and so they open only this way. Well, but this is not for all. We have different kind of view in this kind of things. We have like I said before, advantage and some a few cons with the social media. But I use it a lot and I recommend it for everybody. Well, thanks a lot, and this is my presentation for today. Bye bye. God bless you all.